Hello everyone. This is Sathish, and I have 7.5 years of experience in SAP ABAP. And previously, we have discussed SAP ABAP and ABAP on HANA and OABAP. Okay, now I am starting a new series of OData. Okay, and before going to that one, so actually I'm taking the classes from Sri Janani Foundation. This is one NGO. It's locating in like Reddy, it's in Kadapa district, Andhra Pradesh. Yeah, we will help to our uh, orphanage homes and old age homes and physically challenged children will be there. For those guys, we will help, and the students who are economically poor, I mean, who cannot go outside and they cannot get the trainings, these are things. So for those guys, we will help. Okay. And if you want to join with us, you can join. Okay, you can call or you can send me mail like that. Okay, I have given the details in the YouTube channel. Okay, and a lot of guys are asking questions like, how can I download the notes, material like that? Just go to that channel once. Okay, this is the channel, Sathish Reddy, and here about is there. If you come here, you can see something links. Okay, under links, you can see SAP ABAP nodes, ABAP on HANA, and over ABAP nodes like that. Once I complete that OData nodes, then I will upload the nodes link here. Okay, maybe after completion of the OData course, I will try to add that link here. Okay, you can download it here only. Okay, now come to the concept OData. What is OData here? Why OData came into the picture? OData, open data. Okay, the abbreviation is open data. Fine. Why SAP has introduced this OData? So previously, how we are using the architecture, system architecture will be like this. Okay, this will be the presentation, or I will take this one. Presentation server. Okay, and coming to next one is the application server. Okay, as an ABAPer, we will work on application server only, right? Application server. Next one is the database server or layer also we can call. Okay, database. Fine. In the application server, sorry. So most of the times we will work on application server as an SAP ABAP consultant. Okay, and if you come to the ABAP and HANA consultant, then sometimes we will work on application server and sometimes we will work on database server. Okay, so if you are working on something CDS AMDP, then we will come to the application layer and we will create it, but it indirectly it will go to the database server only. So in the backend, it will create some database, some views and some procedures it will create in the database layer. Right. And if you want to do something modeling, HANA modeling, and these are things, data migration from one system to another system, SAP to SAP, these are things. will come under database server only. Okay, now coming to the presentation layer, in the market, we have a lot of presentation servers. For example, previously in 2000 year, okay, how they were working, only one system will be there. So so the development system and the presentation system both will be same. Okay, and after a few days, market has changed, like some websites came. So the customers wants to see the data in the web browsers, and after that one some mobiles came. Okay, so the customers are showing interest to see the data in the mobiles and the tablets. Okay, so the market is growing here. Okay, one by one it is growing. Advanced features are coming here. So according to that one, SAP is also introducing a few concepts. Okay, fine. And coming here, something web browsers. Okay, so in the web browsers, they can use Java or .NET or whatever it is. Okay, they may use something differently. And if you guys wants to open the data in the mobiles or tablets, okay, mobiles I will take here, then fine. And non-SAP systems like that. A few other systems are there, some Oracle Labs or PeopleSoft, a few more ERP products or non-ERP products, whatever it is. Okay, and if you want to display the data in a graphical way other than SAP, then also we can connect from that non-SAP to SAP like that. Okay, here the presentation server will be different servers will be there, and the application server is the SAP and database server is the SAP, right? Now we need to communicate this presentation server to our SAP system. Okay, presentation server may be SAP or non-SAP also. If you come to the SAP, and we have some more options like Fiori. Okay, so these all are graphically designers. Okay, so if you want to display the data in the graphical manner, we will go for Fiori. Okay, now why OData came into the picture? Previously, we were using IDAS concept. Okay, ALE concept, IDAS concept is there. If you want to pass the data from one system to another system, then we will use the IDA concept, right? Then why OData here? Okay. So IDA will contain one format. Okay, so in terms of segments like that. Okay. So the data will be in the row wise, column wise like that, some internal table wise like that. Okay, but all the systems cannot accept that same format. A few systems maybe they can accept, but all systems will not accept the same format here. They have to take that format and they have to convert that format into their system's understandable format like that. Okay, so something data is there, something sales information I am passing to something Fiori. Okay, so here in this case the structure, the IDOC structure and the Fiori accepting structure may not be different, same here. Okay, so it will allow the URL format. Okay, it can allow URL format, and web browsers, whatever it is, Java or .NET, whatever they're using, or any other software they're using. So whatever it is, it will allow the URL format and the mobiles, tablets, okay, wherever you can go, it will allow the URL formats. So SAP introduced the concept of OData, so uh, which will give the URL to access the data in SAP. Okay, directly it is giving URL format. Then why? I mean, not required to convert the format from one type to another type, right? So that is why we will go for OData. Nowadays, most of the users are um, preferring to see the data in the web browsers or mobiles like that only. Fine. The OData will contain the URL format. The URL format automatically it will open the data from SAP in the graphical way. Okay, we will design the dashboards or storyboards in the Fiori, and we will give it to the end user. Okay, fine. Fine. And now before going to OData, we need to get to know some terms here, like in ABAP, we will use the work area, right? Work area and internal table and variable. Okay. So here we will call it as the entity, entity set, and property. Okay, so entity means it will contain one record information. Okay, for example, sales order number 123 is there. Sales document number, document date, document type. Okay, so these all information, the single line information. Okay, so in ABAP layer, we will call it as the work area. Coming to the word data, we will call it as the entity, the structure. Okay, single record. It will contain only single record information. It is called here entity or internal table. Okay. In ABAP, we will call it as internal table, means it will contain the multiple lines of information. The same thing in OData, we will call it as the entity set. Okay, entity set. And variable, single variables will be there. Okay, uh, to save some single value, single variable value, single field value. We will call it the variable attributes, right? Here we will call it the property. Right? And now we have a few transactions here. Okay, so what is this project creation and service register? Okay, I will let you know. So one by one we will go. So first of all, execute the ACGW transaction. Okay, now okay, ACGW transaction I am executing here. This is for creating the project. Okay, so project means in this project we have to declare the internal tables or work areas, and we have to write our logic. Okay, we have to write our logic, and then so up to writing the logic the project will contain, but If you want to execute it, we cannot execute it directly here. Okay. So we have to create one, we have to activate one service here. Okay, we have to activate one service. Through that service, we can populate the data, we can fetch the data, or we can modify the data, we can create the data. Okay, through service only we can do this one. And if you want to give the URL will generate in the service only. Okay, the URL we will give it to the front-end application. Okay, or front-end server. They will access the URL and they will fetch the data or update the data or create the data from their end, from front end. They will do the operations. Okay, fine. So let me create one project first of all, then you can understand one by one. So here the create project is there, right? The first one. So click on this button, and now here project name. Project name must should start with Y or Z only. So I'm going for ZDBAK, just sales information, sales header information. I'm taking it here. Sales header. Okay, fine. And here I'm not changing anything, project type or generation strategy. I'm not changing anything here. The package is the TMP, local object only. I'm taking it here. I'm not saving any package here. Fine. So this is the this is the project name ZVBAK. Under this one, it is showing 4 folders here. Okay, 4 folders. So what is the first one? This is a data model. Okay, data modeling means we need to declare the work areas or internal tables, whatever we are using in this in our real-time logic. So those all things we have to do here only, the data modeling. We have to model it. Okay, model means this is one structure. Okay, it will be one structure. Okay, 1 minute. Right. And if you drop down it here, expand this one, then we can see here entity type. Okay, and associations. I will discuss about this one. Okay. So as of now, I will discuss about entity type and entity set. Okay, I will come back to associations after 4 or 5 classes. Okay. Now entity. So I have discussed about entity here. Okay, entity type or entity, both are same here. Okay, entity or entity type. This is the work area, right? Now I want to create one work area and one internal table, right? So I will right click on it and I will create it. Okay, I want to create one work area here. So here I am giving something. Yes, so header. Okay, yes, so header. And now here one checkbox is there, create related entity set. Okay, so it is asking here, do you want to create the entity set on top of this entity? Okay, do you want to create internal table on top of work area? So like that it is asking, yes, I want to create one more entity set. Automatically system is proposing some name like SO header set. Here I have given SO header, right? And here it is coming like SO header set. Okay, entity set is there, right? So entity name is SO header and this is the entity set, right? So after the entity type name, it is adding SET. That's it. And if you want to change it, you can change it. No issue. Okay. This is not a fixed thing. You can change it any name. So as of now, I'm keeping it the same and click on OK button. Okay. You can see here, if you expand this entity type, it is showing something SO header. Okay, and you can see entity sets also. Okay, an arrow mark is coming, you can expand it. Okay, now I will double click on this SO header. This is the entity type, right? Work area, right? Fine. So it is coming like this, and under this one, it is showing something, properties and navigation properties. Okay, so first one is the properties. Properties means variables, single variables we need to pass to this entity. Okay, so let me come to the property, then you can understand a bit easily. And now click on create. Here it is empty now. The work area is there or the entity is there, but in this entity, I'm not passing any variables, any fields here. Okay, I need to pass it here. I need to pass it here, right? So I will come to the properties here and click on create button, the first one, or appending row, or click on place button, insert row. So the first one, I will take the VBELN. Okay, sales document number. This is the primary key, right? So as of now, I'm not taking any primary key. Let me see. It will show some errors. I will show that one. But I want to add one more thing, one more field here. Customer, KUNNR. Okay, and here the data type and length we need to pass. Now, a web program with the work area or internal table declarations, if you pass the field, we need to mention the type of that variable and the length of that one, right? In the same way here also, we need to pass the data type and length here. Okay. Now, if you click here the F4 button, it is showing something like a binary and boolean, byte, date, time, okay, decimal, float. See here, character is not available here. Okay, actually VBELN is the character 10, char 10, but it is not available here. So what I will do, I will take the string here, not an issue. I will show you this one. Okay, I am taking it as a string. And customer number, I am taking it as the string only because character is not showing anything. Data type is not available here in the data. So I am taking the string. Fine. And after that one here, create, update, and sortable. So these all things are there, right? So what is the meaning of this one? Okay, if you want to create something data in the system, okay. So in the it will generate one URL. Okay, I will give this URL to the front end system. The end users I will give. So they will enter the data and they will try to create some sales order information. Okay, at that time, the sales order need to come to the SAP system and it should create in our SAP system. Do you want to allow this one? Yeah. If you want to allow, then click on this button. Create, update. Okay. So from third party, the data will create and the data will update like that. Right. For that reason, we will use this one. And label not required. I will let you know. Okay. One by one, I will let you know. And now I will discuss one by one. I will discuss these all things also. So as of now, save it. This is saved. Fine, data saved. Okay, and now to expand these properties here, we can see VBEL and Kunar. Two fields are there, right? So these two fields are coming under this SO underscore header. This is the work area or entity type. Okay, and here entity set also is there here. If you see here, entity sets is there. If you double click on this one, we can see the name SO header set and the entity type name is the SO header. So this is the name SO header name. Entity name is the SO header. That name is coming here. Based on this one only, I am creating this entity set. Okay, fine. Entity is there and entity set also is there. Okay, so this work area internal table is enough for me as of now. Okay, now here service implementation is there, right? So I will let you know about this one once I will come back to some RFC function modules or something function modules. Okay, at that time here I'm creating, I'm declaring two variables. Uh, so not variables. I'm declaring a work area. Okay, in OData terms, I'm declaring one entity type and one entity set. Okay, entity type and entity set, I'm declaring it here. Means I mean, I'm trying to uh, fetch something data, VBELN and the customer number. Okay, manually only two fields I'm fetching here. Okay, for example, if I want to fetch something data, so based on some BAPIs, okay, I will give the sales document number automatically. It will fetch the sales order header item header data, item data, some condition data. Okay, so this all information I want to fetch in a single line. Then we will go for some BAPI function modules. At that time, the service implementation concept will come. I will discuss it bit later, not now, bit later. So first of all, I will complete this one. Okay, how to fetch the data. Okay, how to fetch the data. I will complete that one. Then I will come back to the service implementation. Fine. Data model is okay. I'm just declaring one entity type and one entity set. I'm declaring it there. And now here runtime artifacts is there. Okay, runtime artifacts and service maintenance. Okay, so here the arrow mark is not available. This is the only empty folder, and this also service maintenance also empty folder here. Now I will click on generate button. This is the generate button. Okay, click on generate objects. If you click on that button, then this runtime artifacts will contain something inside the folder. Okay, let me click on generate. So then what will happen here? Let me see. So it is showing something error. Entity type SO header must define at least one key property. This is correct. Okay, so while declaring this entity, okay, so this is the entity type, right? So at least one field should be key field, otherwise it will not allow. It will throw errors. Okay, now click on generate button. See, it is populating one screen here, and this is the class name. Okay, it is generating one class name here and the base class name. So this is coming under model provider class. Okay, model provider class, and here data provider class, and one more thing is service registration. I will copy these names. This is the MPC. Okay, model provider class, and next one is the sorry. So I will let you know what is this one. This is the extraction. Let me write it here, then I will come back. DPC extraction and DPC and the service name. Okay. Service name and the technical model name. Fine. So now here MPC model provider class is there. This is the base class and this is the subclass. Okay, I mean parent and child class. We have listened this one in the OOPS concepts, right? Parent and child classes. The same way here also. So in the for the MPC model provider class, okay, for model provider class, the base class is this one, ZCL VBAK MPC. Okay, so what is our project name first of all? The project name is ZVBAK, right? The names are generating. Okay, the MPC or DPC or service, I mean service, whatever it is. So the names will generate based on our project name. Okay, so our project name is ZVBAK. So the MPC class, the main class, the super class, or the parent class is coming like ZCL. So first of all, it is adding ZCL. Okay, then it will add the our project name here, ZVBAK. Okay, ZCL, this is common for everything, ZCL. And after that one, it is adding the project name. And after that one, so whatever it is, this is MPC or DPC, what type of class it is. So this is the MPC, I mean a model provider class. Okay, model provider class. This is the parent class. Okay, ZVBAK MPC is there. This is the parent class. So for this one, it is creating one child class. That is the extension class or subclass. Okay, so for the subclass or extension class, they are adding the EXT at the last. Okay. And coming to the DPC, so for this one also. So first of all, it is adding the ZCL, and after that one, the project name ZVBAK, and then DPC, data provider class. Okay, and this is the super class or parent class. Okay, DPC is the parent class, DPC EXT is there. This is the child class or subclass or extension class. And coming to service. So for the service, the first the project name is coming, and after that one SRV is coming here, service. Okay, SRV. So in this way, based on the project name, the class names or the service name will generate here. And the technical model name also. So first of all, this is the project name and the MDL model. Fine. Now, what is this MPC and DPC, model provider class and data provider class? What is this one? Okay, MPC is nothing but, I mean, so we are declaring the structures, right? The data model, we are declaring something, uh, entity type or entity set, right? So regarding those things, the modeling will be there, the structure will be there in these classes. Okay, the model provider class, the structures will be there. Okay, work areas or internal tables or any other things, some deep structures. Okay, this type of information, it will be available in the model provider class. This is one template, one structure here. Okay, but we want to display the data, or we want to create something data, or update the data, or delete the data, the operations we have to do, right? So those all things we will do from the DPC class, I mean data provider class only. Okay, so model class you understood, right? So model class means it will be structure only. Okay, we should not disturb this one. Okay, and if you want to do something operation, okay, for our data fetching or creating, updating, deleting, whatever it is, then we will go for DPC, data provider class. Fine. So in this DPC also two classes are there, the parent class and subclass. Okay, parent class and child class. So what is this one here? So the base class is nothing but the parent class only. Okay, parent class. So in this parent class, automatically system will generate some code here. Okay, system automatically will create some code. Why it is creating some code? So if you are executing, or if you want to write something code at the time, it will show some screen there. Okay, so there it will add some internal tables or work areas, or some background works will be there. Okay, so these all things be done through DPC class. Okay, we should not disturb this one. SAP will provide, or SAP will implement a few methods, and SAP will take care about that one, DPC class. Okay, and if you want to write your logic, okay, for fetching or deleting or modifying whatever it is, then we have to go for child class only. The child class is DPC ext. Okay, DPC extension class, data provider class extension. Okay, now we need to generate one service, right? We need to generate one service. The service name is this one, ZVBAK SRV. This is the service name. Okay, if here the service name only will generate, we need to activate it. Okay, we need to activate it. We will do that one. Okay, we will do that one. So click on OK button now. So system is asking. So system is proposing these names, but if you want to change the names, you can change it, no issue. But SAP will allow to change the names, but it is not the suggestible. Okay, that is not the right way to change the names. By seeing the name only, we can easily understand. Okay, this is the DPC and DPC extension class, and this is the service name, and this is the MPC or MPC extension class, like that. If you change the names, then you will leave the company, and one more developer will come to your place. At that time, he will struggle. So, what is the use of this class? Okay, so better to don't change any names here. So whatever the system is generating, you can keep the same names only. Okay, fine. Click on OK button, and it is asking the package. Where do you want to save these classes? Okay, I'm saving in the local object only $PMP. So can enter. Fine. Now we can see the runtime artifacts. Okay, so it is containing something in this folder. Just expand this one. We can see the class names ZCL, VB, DPC and DPC extension, MPC and MPC extension, and this is the model and this is the service. Okay, so just now I have discussed about DPC. So DPC, it is the base class. Okay, parent class. So it will contain something methods here. Okay, so something methods are coming like in the blue color. Okay, if you click on properties tab, we can see something, the super class. Okay, so for this class, one more super class is there. If you double click on this one, okay, so one more super class is there. If you double click on this one also, so this is the abstract class. If you see the methods, so these all methods. Okay, these are the methods. A few methods are implemented in our main class. Okay, DPC class is there, right? So in that DPC class is accessing these methods. Okay, so click on back button. So once again, yeah, this is the DPC class, ZCL VBAK DPC, right? So in this DPC, if you go to the methods, you can see the methods. A few methods are in the blue color, and if you are in the black color. So black color, if you double click on this one, so you can see something, it is implemented here. Okay, this is implemented, the method is implemented here. And if you come back and if you double click on the blue color line, it is showing something like method is implemented in class. Okay, so this is implemented in somewhere. Okay, the previous class. Okay, in the previous class, it is implemented. Okay, the DPC class here, ZCL VBAK DPC is there. This is creating on top of one more super class. Okay, so a few methods will implement there also. A few methods will implement in the DPC class also. Okay, anyway, system will take care about this one. Okay, system will take care about this one. So we need to write our logic in our DPC extension. Fine. If I write the code in the DPC class, then what will happen? Okay, if I write something code in the DPC, then what will happen? Fine, let me check. So here something entity set. I will let you know what I'm writing here. I will let you know. Okay. Here the method name. Just remember the method name here. Get entity set. So header set. Get entity set. Okay. Now here I am adding something code like this. Data of ABC is equal to 1, 2, 3. Activate it. It is activated, right? So after activation, we need to generate it. Okay, sometimes it will reflect, but sometimes it will not reflect in the front-end system. So we have done something changes. So after doing the changes, we need to generate it. So once we generate it, and let me go back to the DPC class here, the method name, the last methods, where is it? This is the method, right? So SO header set, get entity set, this is the method. And if you open this method, I have written the logic like data of ABC is equal to 1, 2, 3, but the code is not available here. Because once you click on generate button, then system will erase whatever we are writing the logic in the DPC or MPC classes. It will erase all the code, and uh, it will push the date. It will, SAP will propose some standard code here. Okay, the custom code it will erase, and it will put the standard code only. Okay, if you write also, there will be no use. Okay, someone technical guy, they will click on generate button. At the time, all the code will be lost, right? So don't go to DPC class. We have to go to DPC extension only. Okay, here we can see runtime artifacts here. DPC and DPC extension is there, right? So now I will come to the DPC extension. So double click on this one, the DPC extension. Here also it will see the same methods because this is a child class. Okay, DPC extension is the child class for DPC class, right? So same methods will be there here also. Now come here. Here it is showing something methods. Okay, SO header set, create entity, delete entity, and get entity set and update entity like that. Now where I have to write the logic. Okay, I want to create one URL. So by using that URL, I want to pick the data. Okay, I want to fetch the data, sales information. But where I need to write the logic. Okay, so blindly we need to go for, so what is the entity set you are using? Okay, what is the entity set you are using? So just click on back button and come to the data model. Entity set is there. SO header set. This is the entity set name. SO header set. This is the entity set name, right? So just go to the DPC extension class, and here DPC extension class, and now check the entity set name. Okay, the entity set name is SO header set. Okay, SO header set, right? So just check the method names which is starting with the entity set name, which is starting with the entity set name. Here SO header set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 methods are there, and check any other methods are there which is starting with entity set name. No method is there. Okay, only last 5 methods are there. Fine. So in these 5 methods, how can I identify where can I write the logic to fetch the data? So after the entity set name, SO header set, we can see the delete entity set. Means, so if you want to delete the data from the VBAK table, then we have to use this method. Or get entity. Get means fetching the data. Okay, get entity. If you want to fetch a single line information, then we have to come to this get entity method. Okay, get entity set. If you want to fetch multiple lines of information, then we have to go for get entity set. And if you want to update something data in the VBAK table, then update entity. Okay, the first name will be the entity set name, and after that, the operation name will come for creation, deleting, or fetching, or updating, whatever it is. Okay, now the requirement is I want to fetch the data. Okay, multiple lines information will come. Multiple lines information will come means get entity set. Okay, get entity set. And if you come to the get entity, it will accept only one line information, only one record information. Right? So I will not go for that one. I will come to the entity set only. I want to redefine this method because this is a child class and the method is coming from the parent class, right? So I want to implement this method here. So where is this one? Redefine. Click on edit button here. So select this entity set, get entity set, and click on redefine button. Okay, redefine method. And automatically that it is populating some code here, but I don't want it anything here. Fine. Now I want to fetch the data. Self query I want to write. I want to select BBELN Puna from BBAK into table where I need to pass the data. Okay, where I need to pass the data. So this data I want to export. Okay, something URL will generate, right? So if they execute that URL, okay, if they execute that URL, the data should populate there. Means we need to export something data. Okay, we need to export something data to that URL. Okay? So, but where I can export the data? Here, signature is there, right? So in the signature, we can see something exporting parameters are there or not. So these all are importing parameters. Let me check here. Entity set, ET underscore entity set is there. This is the exporting parameter. We can see the symbol here, exporting, and this is the importing here. Okay, the exporting parameter entity set is there, and here also. Okay, ES response context. Okay, two exporting parameters are there. Two exporting parameters are there. Okay, fine. Now, now entity set is there. The type also you can see here. Type ZCL BBAK MPC and TTSO header. What is happening here? So in the MPC class, okay, MPC and MPC extension, two classes are there, right? See here, MPC class and MPC extension class, two classes are there, right? So what is the use of this one? So we are declaring the entity and entity set. On work area, on internal table, we are declaring, right? In the data model, in the first folder. So at that time, those all things, those all structures will come under this MPC class only, right? So here also we can see the same thing. Okay. So ZCL VBAK MPC. Okay. The exporting parameter name is ET underscore entity set. That is okay, fine. And here type ZCL VBAK MPC is there. MPC class, model provider class name is coming here. Okay. Now if you double click on this one, so click on S button and now TTSO header. So click on this arrow mark here. So here TTSO header, type standard table of TSSO header. So begin of TSSO header. This is the thing. Okay, we are taking two fields VBEL and Kuna, right? So the structure in the I mean just we have declared there. Okay, but internally in the, it is generating one class MPC class. It is generating in that MPC class. It is declaring some types here. Okay, by using those two variables, it is declaring one type here. Okay, on top of that type, system is populating on internal table ET underscore entity set. Okay, we can use this name directly here. Okay, select VBELN, Punar from VBAK into table at the date ET underscore ATT set. Now save it, check it, activate it. This is activated. Okay, this is activated. Fine. This is okay, fine. And click on back button. So once again back button. Once again back. Okay, now this is the project. Right click on generate button. Because we are doing something changes, right? So once you are doing something changes, then better to go for generating the project. Okay, so at the time it will reflect in all places. Sometimes it may miss, so better to go for generate this. I mean, clicking this generate button. Fine, this is fine. I have declared the entity and entity set, and in the DPC extension, I hope you understood these classes: DPC extension, and MPC and MPC extension. Okay, if you understand these classes, what is the use of these classes, then it will be very easy for product classes. Otherwise, you will get a big problem here. So what is the use of these things? Okay, so here MPC means, I mean, model provider, modeling. Modeling means we are creating a structure here. Okay, if you want to build something house, then you have to draw one plan. So where will be the bedroom and how much square feet it should be there, and where is the hall or utility area or any kitchen or any bathroom. So how much space we need to give for that one. So we need to draw these all things, right? So in the same way here also, if you want to write something logic where you want to write, we need to declare one entity and entity type, right? So those all things will come into MPC class. Okay, those all things will come into the MPC class and MPC extension also. Okay, now very rarely we will go for MPC and MPC extension classes. Okay, so I will let you know when we will use the MPC and when we will change the MPC extension class. Okay, I will let you know this one. MPC extension we will use. Okay, MPC extension we will use, but not the correct time. Okay, I will discuss it after a few classes. Now coming to the DPC. So if you want to do something operations on the data for fetching or deleting or creating whatever it is, so those all operations will do through DPC class. Okay, I mean DPC extension class. Okay, why not DPC? So if you write something logic in the DPC methods, DPC class methods, then once we click on the generate button, then all the custom code will erase. System will keep only standard code only. Okay, so we don't go for DPC class. We should go for DPC extension class only. Because so SAP is providing something features, so you will add something logic. Okay, by using that logic, so the program will disturb here. It will not display the data. It will go to dump, or it will display some unwanted data or improper data. We are disturbing the business, right? So to avoid that one, to overcome that one, SAP is providing like DPC extension class. DPC is for only for standard coding. Okay, and if you want to write your own logic, then you can go for DPC extension. Fine, this is fine. DPC, MPC classes, these all things are okay now. Now coming to the service, this is the service name, ZVBAK SRV, right? ZVBAK is the project name and underscore SRV. This is the service name. Just copy it, and I will open. The service name has created but not activated it. Okay, now I will go for. We need to register this service. Okay, we need to register this service. How can we register this service? So go to the one more session, and here /IWFND/MAINT service. Okay, IWFND MAINT service. Click on execute button. Fine, it is coming here. Okay, so this is the registering the services. Okay. Fine, now I want to add the service name here, right? So click on the add service here. Okay, click on add service and see one thing here. ZBBK service is coming, and here service maintenance one folder is there. Okay, so in this system it is not coming here. Okay, once you click on generate button, okay, once you click on generate button, the service name will come here to register the service, but here it is not coming. Okay, that is some configuration issue, but in your systems it may come, or if you guys may not come. Okay, if you I mean, you can able to open the service name under the service maintenance folder, then that will be okay. Otherwise, we need to go for the transaction code IWFND MAINT service. Okay, this is the service name. This is the transaction IWFND MAINT service, and click on the add services here. And now here the alias, system alias name is coming. Okay, system alias name. Now here I am taking local because this is the dummy server. Okay, for practicing I'm using it. So if you come to the real-time projects, so they will give one name here. Okay, system alias name they will give here. So you can check with basis team, or for working from long time, they can also give the name here. Okay, now I am taking the local and the service name. Okay, technical service name, I'm just passing ZVBAK SRV. Click on the get services. Okay, now I found one service here. This is the service name, and select this service name and click on add selected services. Okay, add selected services. And now it is asking something. The technical name is okay, and the package name $TMP. Okay, local object. If you want to change the package, you can change it, no issue. Okay, standard mode, none. I will discuss bit. These are things bit later. Okay, as of now, just take the package name and click on OK button. Click on OK. Okay, now click on back button. Now the service will add here. Okay, the service OData service will add here. Now I want to check that that is available or not in the list. Okay, click on filter button, provide the service name here, and click on OK button. It will show like this. Okay, it will show like this. Now in the ICF nodes, so what is this ICF node? I will let you know. So as of now, I will fetch something data and how it is coming. I will show this. I will show this one. So in the further classes, I will discuss in depthly. Okay. So in the ICF node, in the bottom here, SAP Gateway Client is there, right? So click on this button here. Okay. So now click on execute button. So what is coming here? SAP/OPU/OData/SAP ZVBAK SRV. This is the service service name ZVBAK SRV. This is the service name. Okay. Now click on execute button. Now it is showing something like this. Okay, status code 200. This is coming the green color, means this is success. If it is coming in the red color, then this is the failure. Okay, so it is coming in the green color, means this is the success only, and it is showing something like this. This is the XML format. Okay, so this is the URL. HTTP. So this is the URL. If you give this URL to the front-end application or end users, they will access our OData services. Okay. Now here this is coming in the XML format. Okay. So this XML format can understand by any web browsers, mobiles, tablets, whatever it is. Okay. It will, I mean, they can access this format directly. It will access it, not required to convert into another format like that. Directly it will read this one. Okay, but as an ABAPer, by seeing this code, so what is this one? We cannot understand that much of easily, right? So here some format is there. This is the XML format. See here, After service name, ZVBAKSRV, it is coming like slash and question mark, dollar symbol, format is equal to XML. Here XML I don't want. I want JSON format. Two formats are there, XML and JSON. Okay, XML means it will come like this, and JSON, just I have given the JSON here and click on execute button, and we can see that it. Okay, fine. It is coming something error. I think some case sensitive. So I will give you the small letters. Click on execute button. Now we can see here it is coming very light data. Only 2 lines of information. Okay, entity set is there, SO header set. Okay, so we are taking one entity set. The entity set name is SO header set. That's it. Okay. Previously in XML format also the same thing only came, but we are not understanding that format. But in the JSON format we can understand bit easily, and the coding also, the code also very less here. Okay, so you can go for JSON format or XML format. Both format system can understand. Okay, so any browser, mobiles or tablets, whatever it is, it will read the JSON format as well as XML format. Both it will read. Okay, fine. Now I want to fetch the data, right? So here something radio buttons are there: get, post, put, patch, mesh, delete, and head, like that, right? So first one is the get. Get means to fetch the data. Okay, fetching the data. Fine. After this is okay. Radio button is okay, but how can I fetch the data here? Okay, here entity sets is there, right? So in this service, get VB SRV. In this service, how many entity sets you have created? Okay, only one entity set, right? So click on this entity set button here, and it will show the list of the entity sets. How many entity sets we have created in the project level. So that all entity sets it will show here. I have created only one entity set, so it is showing only one thing here. Just double click on it. Okay, so how it is coming now? So up to here, SAP something, OPU, OData, SAP something is coming here, and after that one, the service name is coming here, ZVBAK SRV, and after that one, slash SO header set. This is the our entity set name only. Okay, this is our entity set name only. In this service, ZVBAK SRV, in this service, I have one entity set. The entity set name is SO header set. Okay, so click on execute button now. So it is fetching something data here. Okay, we can see something VBELN is equal to this one and Kunar. Okay, and here also VBELN Kunar. So before that one, it is displaying something SO header. Okay, some descriptions it is coming like this. So but the data is coming here. Okay, data is coming. So it will readable by browsers. And if you want to understand bit easily, I want to convert into the JSON format. This is the XML format, right? So if you want to convert this one into the JSON format, then what we have to do here, add URI option is there, right? So click on this button, and here format is equal to JSON. Okay, format equal to JSON. Just select that one. Select that one, or you can write also. You can write also here. So after the entity set name, okay, so first service name is coming here, service name slash entity set name is coming here. After that one, we need to provide question mark. Okay, question mark and dollar symbol. So if you are seeing something question mark means, so up to here, entity set and service name or some other names will be there. Okay, once question mark is coming means, so we are writing our own uh, features here. Okay, we are applying something, our own features are playing here. Okay, question mark dollar format is equal to JSON. Click on execute button. See, we can understand a bit easily now. See, VBL is equal to this one, customer number, VBL and customer. So a lot of VBL and customers will be there. Okay, so before that one, something ID is coming, URI is coming here. You can copy this URI and you can give it to the end user or the front-end application server guys. Okay, by using this URL, they can access our OData, and through this OData, it is accessing our SAP tables. Okay, so this is the way to fetch the data. Okay, fine. Fine. In the next class, we will discuss, bit more things here. If we discuss all the things at a time, then we will not concentrate on these things. Okay, so one by one, we will discuss. Okay, fine. And if we have any doubts, okay, if you have any doubts, then please send me a mail. Okay, satishkumar@gmail.com, or you can ask your questions in the YouTube videos. You can write in comments. Okay, I will respond in my free time. Okay, fine. And if you are not understanding after discussing in the mails, then I will take one more session to you for understanding the classes. Okay, not only this class, whatever it is, ABAP and HANA or OData or OAB, whatever it is. Okay, fine. And if you want to join with us to help to the uh, uh, old age homes or orphanage homes or senior distributed senior citizens and economically poor students, for those guys. So if you want to help, and if you don't know how to help, where to help, these all things, so we are we will continuously helping to someone. Okay, so if you join with us, we can help together. Okay, so you can send a mail help desk at srijanani.org, or you can call. Okay, or for doubts, you can ping me in WhatsApp. Okay, you can ping me in WhatsApp for doubts or regarding the foundation also. Okay, this is the foundation number and this is my number, so you can call to any number, no issue. Fine. And we will meet in the next class with a few more concepts. Okay, then bye. Jai Hind.